Good, good. Namaskar and welcome to the season 2 of Let's Begin Again. I think this process of Let's Begin Again is going to continue for a few more years the way it is happening around. We have lost a few stalwarts amongst us in the break that we had from the last time. Some very sad ones and some very close ones. We dedicated the first part of the series to late Vilas Karadkar because that was on cricketing aspects of umpiring. We will now be dedicating this series, the season 2, in memory of Vilas Bandivdekar Randy, a dear friend, a superb colleague, and above all, a great teacher. For 16 long years or more, he sowed seeds of umpiring into the young minds of the Mumbai Cricket Association and the BCCI. A lot of people, a lot of umpires who are grown in the local circuit or in the national circuit, and to an extent, international circuit, owe
Yes, can you hear loud and clear?
their part of it to Bandy. It is said that birth is an accident and death is a certainty. But it's the time between the interval between those birth and death as to how you lived your life that makes you cherish every moment. Bandy lived his life to the fullest. And we commemorate his memory with this series on mentoring, starting with mentoring. We have lost Ranjita Rane, a scorer, to cancer a few days ago. A good player in the pre-BCCI era for the women's cricket team of Mumbai. She fought cancer very valiantly, stage 4 cancer when she was detected, and always carried a positive aspect to her life despite the fact that she was in pain and in difficulties. Let's pay our homage to them. If I missed anybody, please correct me. Because of late, the numbers that are happening, it's difficult to keep count at times. I'm also happy to see the fighter amongst us, Collie Pednekar, on this show, on this class, on this session. He fought COVID. And we're so lucky to have him back. His grit and determination and his positive mindset brought him to us. Nice to have you back, Collie. And now transfer it to Vinod to go through his lecture for the day, which is on mentoring. What's next? Over to you, Vinod.
Subodh, just a request.
Back
Subodh,
for this lecture.
Vinod, one sec. Subodh, can you mute everybody
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
sure.
ask them to unmute?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yep.
Yes, Vinod, you may unmute now.
Is everyone able to see my screen?
No, Vinod, no.
Okay.
Vinod, I think your bandwidth is low.
Okay.
Actually, Subodh, it might be a good idea if you can present, if you have his PPT and he can talk.
One second. Now, are you able to see?
No, sir. Yeah.
I think we have
Yes,
proceeded
Yes,
on the
yes,
Vinod,
yes.
we can see.
We can see now.
You can see? Okay.
Yeah, just make it a PPS.
Now, can you see?
Fantastic, fantastic.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. And as Sir has rightly said, we will be having this series of session in the memory of late Shri Vilas Bandyodekar Sir. Himself was an outstanding mentor. As Sir has rightly said, his contribution to many of the umpires who are MCA, BCCI, and some of them who has even gone, his contribution has been done. During the course of this talk, we will just see how a mentor is helpful in an umpire's career. I think this concept of mentor, in my opinion, exists for a very long time, probably for the last 30 to 50 years or even beyond. Because even when I started umpiring, definitely this concept of mentor existed. Only thing, we used a different term. Some of us used to call them as gurus. Some of them used to call them as teachers or any other term. But definitely this mentor concept existed even before. I just taken down a few pointers, and we'll see like how it could be as an advantage in a career or life of an umpire. Now, what is mentoring and what does it offer in cricket umpiring? It says that to help and support umpires to manage their own learning in order to maximize their potential, develop their skills, improve their performance, and become the kind of umpires they want to be. In my view, every umpire is talented. That is why they are there as an umpire. But what is required is maximize their talent and turn into performance. For example, when I started my umpiring, I used to invest to see a match, to watch match. In those days, there were no offers. So I had my own mentors. They would come specifically for me, take a day off, watch the entire match, and at the end of the day, we would sit together and see what went right during the course of the match and what I had done better. Obviously, since I didn't have a playing experience, so there were not a lot of things that I was doing right on the field of play. So they would be there present for the entire day. They would watch me, they would observe, they would note down everything. And at the end of the day, they would ask me about my opinion, what I felt, how did my match went, and then later on we will discuss and come to a conclusion and what I could do better in the forthcoming matches. So this is what, like, how a mentor can be helpful for an upcoming or a budding umpire. Here the photograph says that, like, you know, a mentor is nothing but he's a friend, he's a guide. He puts his arm across the shoulder of an umpire and he shows him the path. Mentoring is a relationship which supports learning and experimentation and helps individuals develop their potential through guidance and support from someone more experienced. This word more experience is very important because even the mentors have walked that path. They've been there, they've done it before, they have experienced it themselves, and they would know exactly what an umpire goes through, or what is the struggle he is facing, or what are the difficulties that he is facing. And accordingly, through his sound advice, his support and guidance, he ensures that the umpire is, like, moving on the right direction. This is what support and guidance of a mentor helps for an umpire. Now, here you can see the photograph. The mentor is standing to reach where he is already reached. Informal relationships are highly valuable and are key to collegiality, and there is also real benefit to having a more structured relationships that endure. So, am I still there? Are you able to see?
Yes, yes, we can.
We can see, but the voice of yours is cracking at times.
Now,
Seems some issue with his bandwidth. Uh,
Can't help it.
No, I think he may be trying to relog in. So let's give him some time to relog in with a
yeah,
different network.
I'm back.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm back with a different network. Are you
There's
able
a
to hear me?
lot of times that I said, don't go move out of Mumbai and go to Thane. He wouldn't listen. So this is one of those problems.
Yes.
No comments from Varsha, I see.
I think Vinod, you can continue.
Yeah. So we were talking about informal relationships. A mentor can always be your friend. In fact, like even the other day when Botaskar sir was, giving his condolence message, he said that, like, above all, Bandy was like a friend to me. That is how the relationship works better, and it helps in the progress of an umpire.
The screen is not shared.
Now, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, yes, very much.
What does mentoring offer for an umpire? We'll just go through what could be what could be a benefit for an umpire. All mentoring relationships are unique, and as such, a mentor can provide support in a number of ways by acting as an advisor, providing objective advice on range of issues, including career opportunities and goals. See, you know, a mentor always advises you about the right things, and he also like shows you the career path. If you do the right things, this is where you can reach in 5 years time, or say, let's say in 10 years time. If you follow his advice and keep the discussion going with the mentor with constant improvement, you can achieve the goal, what you decide. Challenger, challenging assumptions and encouraging alternate thinking. Many times what we do is like we are assuming what we are doing is correct and I'm on the right track. But when you discuss with the mentor, you know that like everything is not right and there are certain things which we need to do differently, and we discuss about the same, and then accordingly like we move forward for our betterment. A coach directly assisting the mentee to improve a specific skill. What a coach does is, let's say like if you have some problems, he speaks to you, he understands what is your problem and then tries to correct what is required so that like you can become better next time when you're umpiring a match. Let's say like, you know, as an umpire, if I'm having a no ball problem, I'm missing no balls badly, I would speak to my coach, I will speak to my mentor, inform him saying that like, you know, I'm missing close no balls. So then he would try to understand what is the problem. Why is it that like I'm missing the no balls? Is it that like there is a problem with my stance or the way I'm looking at the foot or the line? Maybe like I could come a little bit, a few steps closer, whereby I would not miss the no ball. This is one such example where a coach or a mentor can be of help. A mentor is a confident, listening to fears and concerns. What happens a lot of times, we have anxiety within ourselves, the fear of failure and the concern. When you discuss with him, he ensures that like you do not, how to overcome those fears and focus on the job on hand. Ultimately, he would say that it's a contest between the bat and the ball. You have to focus on the job on hand and not worry about failure or not worry about like what your future holds for you. This is what a mentor can do by giving you confidence. Mentor is an expert, providing a source of technical or professional knowledge. One such example is Sri Vilas Bandyotekar. He was an expert. He would give you sound technical advice as well as professional knowledge, how to go about your job and how to perform your duty in the best of the manners. He's a facilitator, highlighting potential opportunities and arranging introductions. A mentor is a facilitator in many ways. Recently, I was listening to one of the interviews where this was the interaction between the coach and his player. So the coach just said in his interview, we go as per the comfort of the players. We are just facilitators. We do not try to impose anything on the any sort of thing on the player, and just like, you know, do what is best for him and whatever he's comfortable with. He's a motivator, encouraging the achievement of goals and boosting the morale. What a mentor does is he motivates you all the time. Even if you have had a bad game, when you discuss with the mentor, he would tell you that's fair enough. It's okay to have a couple of bad games, but I'm sure that you have the potential, and with constant learning and performance, you will improve, and I'm sure that you will achieve what you want. He's a role model, promoting and encouraging positive behavior in others. What a mentor does is he tries to get the best out. He realizes that there is potential in this candidate, and now it is up to me to maximize his potential in this candidate, and he will go out and give his best performance. A source of feedback. A mentor will always provide constructive feedback. He would criticize you, and this is for your own improvement. He might not tell you nice things always, but he will always tell you right things. That is what a mentor does. Now, this is something for our match observers or our retired umpires, especially who are MC umpires who are turned on to become observers, how they can improve young upcoming umpires. Becoming a mentor provides, for example, straight away 2 names that comes to my mind is Deepak Pednekar and RP Headley sir. Both of them were outstanding umpires, and they could be very good mentors and helping the upcoming umpires to progress in their career. An opportunity to give back and help others, using experience gained and making it available to a new person. We say that it is time to give back what we have achieved. That is what an observer or a mentor would do. The chance to build relationship and enhance collegiality. It is about building relationship with your umpires and get the best out of them. Exposure to fresh perspective, ideas, and approaches. Many times what happens is even as observers or mentors, we also learn from umpires with the kind of new thinking that they might bring to the table, and which probably we would have not thought about it. And with fresh perspective coming in, it really does help. Opportunities to reflect on your own goals and practices. What happens is even an observer would want to progress in his role, what he is performing. Let's say a new observer has come in, and a few umpires the word goes around saying that yes, this observer is good. He not only was an observer for the match, but he also helped me personally. By doing that, an observer creates a name for himself, and he also can progress in life or in his career. The chance to practice interpersonal skills is about interacting with the umpires effectively and ensure that he has understood what you're trying to put it across. Personal satisfaction through supporting the development of others. It's all about self-satisfaction. You have done a good job, or when you have helped others in progressing in their career, it gives a sense of satisfaction. Yes, I could help this umpire in a small way, and he's progressing and he's doing well. So I'm very happy and satisfied. These are the few points which could be of help and advantage for an observer, or for a retired umpire who can not only be an observer but also be a mentor for young upcoming umpires. Becoming a mentee is nothing but an umpire who seeks advice or guidance from his seniors or mentors. Exposure to new ideas and ways of thinking. When you discuss with your mentor, you would know that probably by doing things differently or by doing it in a new manner, it has helped you better. So that is one of the advantage. Advice on leveraging strengths and development opportunities. Every umpire has their strengths and weakness. It's about how you convert those strengths into performance and helping yourself progress. Guidance on professional development and advancement. As I said earlier, a mentor would guide you to develop in your career professionally and how to advance further. Let's say we have some of the umpires who has been doing it umpiring at the local level for a very long time, but now the next step is to become a BCCI umpire. So a mentor would guide him how to go about and how he can achieve his goal of becoming a BCCI umpire. The opportunity to develop new skills and knowledge. Like cricket, umpiring is also always changing. Therefore, we will have to adopt new skills, learn new things, and how we can become better. This a mentor can provide you by discussing with him. He will come up with ideas. He will chalk a plan for you, and you need to follow that, and this will help you in achieving this. Impartial advice and encouragement. Mentor would always advise you impartially. He would not tell you nice things just for to make you happy. At the same time, he would not criticize you for the sake of criticizing. He will only advise you things which is for your improvement and progress. Supportive relationship. This is very, very important. Mentor is always there to support you. For example, I have had a very strong support system, and that is why I could progress a little bit in my umpiring career. It is all because of their help and support that I got from my mentors. Without them, I would not have been even half the umpire what I am today. I'm not trying to say that I'm a good umpire, but at least a little bit of achievement is all credit to their inputs and support that they extended to me. Assistance with problem solving. An umpire would face various problems on the field or personally or professionally, or it could be any other problem that that might exist with an umpire. Once you discuss with your mentor, he can come up with solution. He will advise you the right kind of things to be done and help you to come out of that situation. Improvement in self-confidence. A lot of times what happens is we are not confident about what we are doing. Although we know the things, we are not really sure whether we are doing it in the right manner. And here, mentor can be of great help in improving your confidence. So these are the few things which I wanted to share with you, how a mentor can help in a life and career of an umpire. I'm sure that there could be more than this, for a mentor, or there are other aspects that can help an umpire. Anyone who is is more than free to share their views how it can help. These are the few points which I wanted to share with you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer.
Vinod, the session is about to end in few minutes. Can we have the Q&A in the second session, please?
Yes, of course we can have.
Yeah, it's less than 5 minutes.
I think we have 5 minutes on the go, so I
Ayer sir, you are muted.
there are about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes to go. I think a question or two can be taken up in this session itself, so that the time is not lost. I don't want people to leave the meeting, come back, and then we find out how many people are back and not. Or Rajesh, would you like to add on to what Seshan has said?
Yeah, can you get me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Vinod, this was fantastic. I mean, it was just the personality that reflected. I know Vinod since, I mean, must be around 20, 22 years when he was in his early 20s. And what I saw initially was a young, enthusiastic, willing to learn person. He used to attend the classes of Pidu Reporter and who happened to be my teacher as well. And I always ask, once I asked Pidu sir, who is this guy who always keeps asking some good questions? He says he's Vinod Seshan, and I'm sure he has got the potential to go a long way. And here he is now. I'm extremely happy, Vinod, that you are giving this lecture on mentorship, and you deserve it. I mean, mentoring is all about not only the upgradation of the skill levels, I feel, but it's also the emotional support that an umpire needs, because umpiring is all more in the minds than the skills. And if an umpire is going through some bad days or some, anybody can have those bad days, he needs support. He needs emotional support more than the technical aspects of it. And there, what a good mentor can help. And I am sure we have got many good mentors, experienced guys. And unfortunately, Vilas is no more. He was a perfect mentor, and how appropriate it is that this lecture is dedicated to him. So, mentor can go a long way in helping somebody's career. It's a support. It's upgradation of the skill, as you have said. It's upgradation of the techniques, new techniques. It's the mental support. And without a mentor, I think it's impossible nowadays to progress. A mentor can share his experience. He has gone through all these difficult times, good times. He can use his experience. He can share his experience with a youngster and help him to grow. That's what a mentor can do, Ganesh. Just anybody else can add on.
Wanted to speak. I think Chandu wanted to speak.
Hello, able to hear me?
Hello, हाँ ऐकू येतोय. बोल.
Okay, चला. I just want to share something. Vinod,
Yes,
चांगलं
sir.
बोललाय. Yes, very good. I like it. New generation is coming up, and they're sharing their ideas, giving their knowledge to others. They're also taking care of next generation to them. I'm very happy to see that. So Patwardhan sir, G.K. Raman sir, काय बरेच मेंटर होते ना तुझे?
Yes, I had plenty of mentors, and
Right.
yes, in my formative years, like 3% who stood out for me was like Patwardhan sir, G.K. Raman sir, and Ganesh Iyer sir. These were the three guys, like, they used to take care of me, like, like their family member. I still remember, like, I used to go to Ganesh Iyer sir's office here in Brady House. It was in Fountain, and we used to sit for 2 hours. I'm sure that, like, even their family members would have not troubled them that much, like how much I have troubled these three gentlemen. So that is how, like, they have contributed towards the progress of my career, and like I think they have helped me immensely. It is very difficult to put it on words, but yes, you have hit the nail on the head. Yes, you are right. Like, these are the three gentlemen who definitely stood out for me when I started my empire.
Okay, everybody back?
Yes, you may start now.
Okay, great. Okay, so first thing is what is teacher and what is guru. Teacher is a knowledgeable person, he knows everything and he teaches you and you learn. But mentor is the person who is always walks besides you. जो मेंटर असतो तो कायम आपल्या बरोबर असतो, आपल्या बरोबर चालत असतो, आपल्या पूर्ण जर्नीमध्ये आपल्या बरोबर असतो तो मेंटर. तो फिजिकली तिथे असेल किंवा नसेल. ओके, तो आपण एका मॅच मध्ये अंपायरिंग करतो आणि आपल्याला काहीतरी प्रश्न पडलाय आणि आपल्याला विचारायचा आणि आपल्याला उत्तर पाहिजे. तो फिजिकली आपल्याकडे आहे असं नाही, तर आपण एकदा आपल्या मेंटरचं स्मरण करायचं, त्याने आपल्याला जे काय शिकवलंय सांगितलंय त्याची आठवण ठेवायची, म्हणजे आपल्याला त्याचं उत्तर आपोआप मिळतं. लाईक विनोदला मुद्दाम विचारलं मी की किती जणांकडून शिकलाय, त्याचे मेंटर खूप होते. याचं एक कारण एकच आहे की आपला मेंटर किंवा गुरु किती मोठा आहे याच्यावर आपलं सक्सेस अवलंबून नसतं किंवा आपलं यश अवलंबून नाही. आपण ऍज अ डिसिपल, आपण त्याचे शिष्य म्हणून मेंटर कडून किती शिकतोय हे पण तितकंच महत्वाचं असतं. राईट, ऍग्री? माझा गुरु फक्त मला एक मोठा गुरु मिळालाय जो अगदी जगाचा गुरु आहे. एकदम मोठे आता नावं घेतली, मामसा सर, गोटस्कर सर, रिपोर्टर सर आणि आपल्यातलेही बँडी सर, गणेश सर, अशा आपली मोठी, पण सगळ्यांना तेच गुरु म्हणून लाभले असं नाही किंवा या पुढच्या जनरेशनला लाभणारे गुरु वेगळे असतील. पण आपला गुरु किती मोठा आहे यापेक्षा आपण शिष्य म्हणून आपण त्यांच्याकडून काय शिकतो हे पण तेवढंच महत्वाचं आहे. तर विनोदनी खूप गुरु असे आहेत, अगदी जे आपले कलिग आहेत, माधू सर, त्यांच्यावर आपण मॅचेस करतो. कितीतरी लोक असतात, आपण त्यांच्याकडून शिकत असतो. तर आपण काय शिकतो ना हेच जास्त महत्वाचं असतं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल समजा अर्जुनाला खूप मोठे गुरु मिळाले, कृष्णापासून, द्रोणाचार्यांपासून, भीष्मापासून. पण एकलव्यांनी पण विद्या घेतली. द्रोणाचार्य समोर नसताना त्यांनी त्याची एक तस्वीर बनवून त्यांच्यापासून विद्या घेतली. तर आपण डिसिपल म्हणून, आपण एक मेंटी म्हणून आपलं जे कर्तव्य आहे ते करत राहावं, एवढंच मला सांगायचं होतं. की आपण आपल्याला मिळालेली प्रत्येक संधी, शिकण्याची संधी आपण घेतली पाहिजे आणि तिच्यासारखा मोठा गुरु कोणी नाही. शिकण्याची संधी, लर्निंग ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी टू लर्न इज द बिगेस्ट मेंटर, आणि आपण त्याच्याकडून आपली घेतली पाहिजे संधी. एक कोळसा आणि हिरामध्ये काय फार फरक नसतो. हिरा पूर्वी कोळसाच असतो, पण तो सतत पॉलिश करत गेल्याने मेंटर आपल्याला पॉलिशिंग करत असतो, पण हिरा हा तयार होतो त्यातून, त्या कोळशातून. तसाच आपला रोल असला पाहिजे, एवढंच सांगायचं होतं मला. धन्यवाद. आणखी काय?
Real words of wisdom, worth its weight in gold and pearls. I hope a lot of people are listening. जो अच्छे लोग जो सुन रहे हैं, जो आगे अपनी जिंदगी बनाना चाहते हैं, सिर्फ अंपायरिंग नहीं, अपनी जिंदगी भी, वो चंदू के इस पॉइंट्स को नजरअंदाज न करके उस पर गौर करें. Anyone else coming in?
Yeah, you have to become a good human being first before becoming a good umpire. You automatically become a good umpire if you are a good human being.
The point.
सर मी काय बोलू?
Yes.
जयंत जोशी सर, गणेश सर,
बोला जयंत जोशी.
इट वॉज चांगलं सेशन. विनोद सरने पण चांगले पॉईंट सांगितले, मासे सरने पण सांगितले. But I just want to tell the other side of the, say, our fraternity. See, there are so many upcoming and very good umpires. They just feel shy to, say, consult the mentors, and so it is my advice to all the young upcoming umpires: don't ever use shy. You have a very good opportunity in a Mumbai cricket. We have so many good umpires, so many mentors. Whatever you talk, see, mistakes are going to be happen. But if you not consult your seniors or a mentor, whoever may, then you are bound to do another mistakes and your career will be at the task. So this is my, because I have seen so many times and I have experienced also की भाई चुकी झाली आहे, ठीक आहे, नाही मी आपण विचारू, आपले ऑब्झर्वर्स पण असेल, काही असेल, नाही जाऊ द्या, आता गेला तो गेला, असं नाही आहे. because in the future also you should not repeat that mistake. That is my request to all upcoming umpires. Thank you, sir.
And really, Mumbai is blessed. Mumbai is blessed with so many cricket, so much of cricket being played, so much of people watching you, and so much of umpires and the seniors around in this. But it ultimately depends on whom you want to trust to go ahead, whom you want to prefer to go ahead with, and who helps you. So every umpire is a good umpire, Jayant, and every umpire wants to progress. So ugas umpiring la ala nahi. Either he has come in to progress in his umpiring career, or two, he has come back to umpiring at the age of 40 or 45 to give it back to the game, which he has played with love and affection over the years. At it, if you look at this, it is ideal to have a mentor. And through this next 4 or 5 sessions, we will tell you how to identify, how to move ahead, how to do this. But the points here are very critical. Anyone with anything to say?
Yeah, maybe about mistakes. So what is mistake? It's a part of game. Everybody does mistake in life. There's nobody is perfect. Nobody is 100% right. Mistake is obvious. It's going to happen. When you do something good, when you do something, mistake is going to happen. If you're not doing anything, just sleeping 24 hours, we may not be doing any mistake. So mistake is a part of game, just part of life. Just accept as it is and try to improve upon it and not to repeat in future. That's all. Thank you.
Anybody coming in? Any questions from the youngsters? Any pearls of input from the seniors?
सर मी 1 मिनिट घेऊ का? यशोधन गव्हाणकर.
दोन घे.
सर या टॉपिकच्या अनुषंगाने दिस टॉपिक हॅज बीन व्हेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट फॉर क्वाइट फ्यू इयर्स नाव. एक सगळ्यात महत्वाचा पॉइंट म्हणजे ज्यांच्यासाठी हे नवीन असेल, ही कॉन्सेप्टच नवीन आहे, की त्यांनी सगळ्यात मुख्य म्हणजे दे शुड लर्न टू आयडेंटिफाय द डिफरन्स बिटवीन अ टीचर अँड अ मेंटर. खडू, फळा, पाटी आणि पेन्सिल हे जे आपल्याला लहानपणापासून एक साचेबद्ध शिक्षण देण्यात आले, त्याच्याशी आपण बऱ्याच वेळा रिलेट नाही होत किंवा आपण त्यांना अप्रोच करायला कचरतो, कारण तिथे एक आदरयुक्त भीतीचा प्रकार असतो. आणि मेंटर हा प्रकार असा आहे की जो तुमच्या बरोबर दिसू शकतो, तुमच्या बरोबर फसू शकतो, तुमच्या बरोबर हसू शकतो आणि तुमच्या बरोबर बसू सुद्धा शकतो. कारण दॅट इज द सॉर्ट ऑफ ट्रस्ट लेवल दॅट इज टू बी डेव्हलप. आणि ती होण्यासाठी ती क्षणात निर्माण होईल अशातलाही भाग नाही. इट फॅक्टर इज म्युच्युअल. त्यामुळे आपण एखाद्या वेळेस मेंटर शोधायला जाण्यापेक्षा, जो मला अनुभव आला, कारण मी कधी कोणाला स्वतःहून अप्रोच नाही झालो आणि मी टिपिकल शेवटच्या बेंचवर बसणारा असा एक जो नाठाळ उपद्व्यापी मुलगा म्हणतात तसा मी होतो. बट आय रिअलाइज दॅट देर आर गुड पीपल, गुड who identify certain qualities in you and then they make sure that you do not go off track. तुम्ही तुमचा मार्ग सोडणार नाही, तुमच्याकडे काहीतरी गुण आहे आणि ते या मुलाला मी आजूबाजूला जाऊ देणार नाही असं गृहीत धरून तुमच्यात इंटरेस्ट घेतात. आणि त्यावेळी जे नातं निर्माण होतं तेव्हा तुम्ही हवं ते त्यांच्याशी डिस्कस करू शकता. सो रादर दॅन यू गोईंग इन सर्च ऑफ अ मेंटर, म्हणजे जसं बोलतात की शिर्डीला तुम्ही जाऊ नाही शकत, बाबा का बुलावा आना चाहिए. तसं आहे की यू डू युअर जॉब, धर्म से नहीं कर्म से ही तुमको भगवान मिलेगा. इफ यू डू युअर जॉब and you are doing good and you appeal to someone, there are people who make sure that talent doesn't go waste. They will take interest in you and you will find your mentor, God, guru, as the case may be. So hey, माझे contemporaries or someone who is perhaps lesser experienced than me, त्यांना माझं मत राहील rather than an advice की this should be their way. Thank you.
Nicely put up. So we are having a series of lectures, 5 lectures आहेत, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 आहे, मेंटरिंग वरच आहे. कारण हा एक इम्पॉर्टंट ऍस्पेक्ट आहे ऑन द ग्रोथ ऑफ अ पर्सन, जस्ट नॉट अन अंपायर, ऑन द ग्रोथ ऑफ अ पर्सन. अवधूत गोखले आपल्यातलं सिनियर मोस्ट आहे आता. सिनियर मोस्ट आहे, त्याच्या तो जास्त बोलत नाही, पण त्याचे ऑब्झर्वेशन्स एकदम टॉप क्लास असतात. I am a beneficiary of his top class advices. So I would like him to say a few things. Avadut Gokhale. Gokhale, Avadut. अनम्यूट कर पहिला. तू म्यूट वर आहे ना, ते माईकच्या सिग्नलला हात लाव. तुझ्या इथे माईकचे एक सिग्नल असेल बघ, त्याला हात लाव, लाल कलरचा असेल. तू म्यूट वर आहे. गोखले, तू ते लाल सिग्नल, एक काम कर सुबोध, सर्वांना अनम्यूट कर. सुबोध, सर्वांना अनम्यूट. सुबोध अनम्यूट कर जमलं की.
सर माझ्याकडे तो ऑप्शन नाही आहे, फक्त म्यूट करण्याचा ऑप्शन आहे. गोखले
एक
सर,
काम कर, विनोद स्टेशन किंवा सुबोध वैद्यने गोखलेनं जरा सांगावं का?
येस
आला 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 आला
Hello.
आला आला.
येस गोखले सर.
Hi everyone. How are you all?
येस सर, ग्रेट.
Can't be better.
That's a great news. And a very good session is going on right now.
तुमच्या
And I'm
परम
very
शिष्य हो.
happy to participate in this session, which is conducted by Vinod Session. And he explained the things about the mentor in a very good manner. And he has almost all covered all the aspects of a good mentor, how a mentor should be, what mentor can do for upcoming umpire, and where to find our own mentor with our own wavelength, very well connected with the mentor, and vice versa. And we have to keep learning the things from him, and sometimes by senior umpires also, by simply observing them, what they are doing, how they are talking, how they are handling the situation on the field and off the field as well. And it is very important always to keep calm, always be unruffled, so that helps. So all the best to all the umpires, new umpires, and that's all from me. Thank you, Ganesh, and all.
Thank you, Avadut. Thank you, Avadut.
गोखले सर, एक मिनिट. ते गव्हाणकर
Yeah.
बोलता गव्हाणकर बोलून गेले की ते टीचर आणि गुरु मध्ये टीचर बरोबर आपण बसू शकत नाही, पण मेंटर आहे ना,
हा.
त्याच्या बरोबर आपण बसू शकतो. आणि ते टीचर
हो.
मध्ये घेऊन, टीचरचा खांबा घेऊन पण बसू शकतो. तर विनोद तुमचा पण एक शिष्य आहे, म्हणजे तुम्ही पण विनोदचे चांगले मेंटर आहात. त्याबद्दल पण काही एक शब्द बोलू शकता?
No comment.
Very good. Yalla, he's a true mentor. He's a true
सर
mentor.
म्हणजे येस, परफेक्ट. आपण फक्त जो मैदानावर किंवा क्लासरूम मध्ये घालवतो तोच वेळ महत्वाचा नाही. पोस्ट मॅच सेशन आपण बाहेर जो वेळ घालवतो आपल्या
About
mentor
that
बरोबर
also I will
किंवा
speak, but whenever we will sit, आपण जेव्हा बसू तेव्हा बोलू.
ग्रेट. थँक्यू.
Thank you,
Nahi,
thank you,
here-
Avadut. Thank you, Chandu. Yeah, Vinod.
Here, like what Masai was suggesting, see, be it Avadut Gokhale sir or Vilas Bandiwadekar sir, they were like, they both were like outstanding friends, and like we had, to tell you the fact, we had this core group, and this group was like, it was headed by none other than like Avadut Gokhale sir. Vilas Bandiwadekar sir was there in that group. And we as mentees were myself, Rohan Pandit, Milind Bhatt, and Sandeep Thakur. And we would spend long hours discussing about various aspects of the team. And as Ganesh sir has rightly said, like, Avadhut Gokhale is a man of few words. And he would come up with his one-liners, and you should be very sharp enough, intelligent enough to pick up those one-liners, which could be of like, which could be of great benefit. Yeah. Listen, that's all I wanted to say.
Niranjan Nene had something to say. Deepak, I'll come back to you. Don't worry. Niranjan Nene had something to say. निरंजन नेने आहेत का? Younger umpires must really be coming out freely.
Yes, sir.
बोला.
सर काही नाही, ते गौतम सर म्हणाले त्याप्रमाणे जशी नवीन जनरेशन असते आहे अंपायरशी, त्या चुका करूनच शिकतील. पण प्रत्येकामध्ये काहीतरी सुप्त गुण असतात आणि ते मेंटरच ओळखू शकतो की ते सुप्त गुण काय आहेत. म्हणून मी ते चॅटमध्ये पण लिहिलं की प्रत्येक हनुमानाला जांबुवंत एक लागतोच. ज्याप्रमाणे हनुमानातले सुप्त गुण जांबुवंताने ओळखलेले, त्याप्रमाणे मेंटर शुड बी लाईक अ जांबुवंत, जो प्रत्येकातले सुप्त गुण ओळखून त्यांना प्रोत्साहन देऊन त्यांना त्यांच्या करिअरमध्ये चांगलं करण्यासाठी प्रोत्साहित करेल. एवढंच मला म्हणायचं होतं, बाकी काही नाही.
ओके. एनी यंगर वन्स हू वांट टू स्पीक? सर्व सफेद दाढीवाले बोलतायत. हो, काहीतरी काळी दाढीवाला एक दोन जण तरी बोला.
I would like to speak something.
बोला बिंदास.
Sir Ganesh Tyagi here. Vilas sir was the teacher who taught us in regards to umpiring for bats. Vilas sir and Rohan Pandit sir. And I've met Vilas sir many times during the matches when I was doing board matches as an analyst. And every time that I met him, there was always a smile on his face. He was very happy with the progress that anybody in regards to umpiring field, or even in me being an analyst, was very happy to see the progress. And every day before the match, after the match, or during the match, whenever the break time we used to talk, there was always a smile on his face. And I just cannot put things in words for the loss that he had. Personally, I found him as a mentor, even though we did not have too much of interaction in regards to the umpiring thing. As Gautam stated that yes, I was also one of the backbenchers during the course, but he always had an eye for the future. So during even the umpires meets that we used to have, we used to greet each other, and there was always a session which would go on where we would discuss something or the other in regards to umpiring, whether it be a board match or just meeting here or there. So that is what I wanted to put forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyagi. Ganesh. Let me be honest with you, for all of you. The last benchers have always been the guys who have asked the most difficult and interesting questions in a class. The front benchers are all listeners. They just listen. They are shy. They only want the first bench for their face to be seen. It is the most interesting questions, because I've been a last bencher myself for years. I still call myself an LLB, Lord of the Last Bench. Is where you get such questions that you can stump a teacher. Stump a teacher. One of the classic examples was Newton's third law of motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? And a backbencher asks, sir, if I jump from the third floor, I don't go back to the third floor. Where is that equal and opposite reaction? That's where you have to explain what is gravity. But then that was not being explained. Gravity was not being explained at the class. So that's how you gain knowledge. So I have a real infinite love for those last benches. Because I know I get some questions which will put me to think and get something. Surendra Babrekar wanted to speak. Surendranath Babrekar wanted to speak. Subodh? Subodh, did Surendranath Babrekar want to speak?
No, no, sir. I just meant to ask you whether he is Babrekar or he's somebody else.
As far as I know, he should be Babrekar only. As far as my knowledge goes.
And I just wanted to
Anyone
mention
else?
that if he is Babrekar, he is present.
Any of the
Pednekar,
youngsters? Oh,
Pednekar sir,
before the youngsters come about, another man who's all white. Come, Deepak. Nice to have you back, man. Nice to see you.
Hi, Vinod. The good session. You took it very nicely, explained to everybody how things should be with the mentor and the teacher. The present day generation umpires, I could say they are blessed with a lot of senior umpires who got a lot of experience, and they should go more and more to them and with big questions, lot of questions, discuss with them individually or collectively to grow yourself as an umpire on field, which will help you a lot. And when you're doing this, there are a lot of observers who have been there following you people on the field of play. They will come automatically to you to guide you. Mr. Gavankar, this is for you. Don't wait. The mentor should come to you. No, they will come to you, but provided you show more interest and you take more liking towards umpiring, and it should come from the bottom of the heart. Umpiring just not for the sake of money. It is just that liking that it has to come from inner side of you. I was lucky that I had Madhavan, I had Prakash Sant, and there were Olekar, and there were so many other good umpires during those days who were there to help you if you just go to them. The same situation is also now at the moment with our younger lot people who they are benefited. Like you can approach Ganesh at any time. He will help you out. You go to Mr. Dandekar, you go to Mr. Deshpande. So many others are there. You just go to them. Don't feel shy. Be free. As you are free on the field of play doing a game. So unless and until you have discussions among yourself, after the match is over, what went wrong, what I should have done, what I should have not done, or whether I did so and so thing, was it correct or no. You sit with a colleague, you sit with an observer and spend 10-15 minutes after the game. That will help you and enhance your career as an umpire, and your liking towards umpiring will improve, which will ultimately turn you into a good umpire. And then your services will be utilized more by MCA for many matches. But for that, you have to take a step further first. So there is Mr. Gokhale is there, there is Mr. Ajit Datta is there. There are so many, Mr. Masse is there, who have benefited that they are there around you to help you and guide you. Take this note and try and meet between you umpires many a times on different problems. Solve it, try to solve it with yourself. If you don't get answer, go to the senior people, they will try to help you out and you will come out a good umpire. Thank you very much, Ganesh. Thank you, Vinod.
Thanks, colleagues. Stay safe. Stay
Ganesh,
healthy. Yeah.
Shall I put something? Ganesh?
Come here, come on in.
I think, Kali, you have raised an interesting point about, asking questions, discussing about the situations or discussing about, events. I feel it is very important for all of us as a fraternity to follow this practice of, discussing among ourselves without a fear or without a I still remember Kali, in spite of now he not being in active umpiring, he's taking a role as an observer, but he's still so keen to know about what changes happen in law. I still get his call sometime in between asking us, why this has happened, why this was being done, because he's still keen to learn, still keen to know the changes in law. You may believe or you may not believe, I still sometimes get a call from Gotaskar sir asking about certain changes into the ICC playing conditions, which he wants to know. So this, intention or this awareness that we must keep knowing more and more from whoever available. Mentor is just a name. We will have a lot of people around us who will have enough knowledge, enough information. It should be our approach just to keep our mind open and take that from whoever we get it. See, within 997, we all 9 have very different style of umpiring, very different pattern of umpiring, very different mindset. But honestly, we discussed so much, we fought so much, but so many things we learn from each other. I think that has taken us to a different level. So your colleagues can be your good mentors. Don't just because it is a mentor, it has to be somebody senior or it has to be somebody, old guy. It's not the case. A mentor has to be somebody with whom you can trust, with whom you can sit, and with you can comfortable sharing the information. So I think for us, 997 was always a very good, sounding platform, because we discussed so many things. We discussed with Kali. Kali mentioned about Prakash Sant. We did matches and he would just sit across and say very few things, which were very important when we started umpiring. So I think that is a very valid point. Be eager to learn. I think that's the most important aspect. And you will always get people who are willing to give. Yeah, Ganesh.
Varsha?
Yes, sir.
काय बोलायचं?
नाही सर, नाही सर.
तू बोलणार नाही असं कसं होणार?
नाही सध्या नाही.
Okay, understandable. Anyone else? Subodh, we are not extending the session. Once 10 minutes the session gets over, we will close it off. Because I think nobody's asking a question today, to be very honest. I think probably a lot of them are front benchers. There's no last benchers around there to ask questions.
I think we can bring in Ajit Datta, sir. Maybe
Where
the
is he?
session will be incomplete without his input.
Yeah. Surely. Where is Ajit?
Sir, can I share my experience?
I'm here.
Journey.
Oh yeah, Vijay.
After Vijay, after
go ahead.
yeah,
Let
Vijay, you go ahead, and after that Ajit will take over.
Yeah, so I'll just share my journey wherein I've actually experienced many mentors, teachers, and the difference between. So actually, I've started my MCA journey in 2014 with Bandy sir as a teacher. And during those classes only, I used to ask many doubts. And then during that lectures in midway, he instilled that confidence, saying that I can actually see few of them reaching the higher heights of BCCI panel. So that actually influenced my belief that here I am, wherein I have not even cleared the MCA, but then he is instilling that confidence. So the transition of from teacher to a mentor started there and then itself. So once I cleared the MCA exam, like Anil sir rightly said, the entire batch of 997 were actually like parents to me rather than mentors, because they were already always there to guide me wherever required, because they could see something in me, because if guided better in a better way, you can reach the heights. And slowly by slowly I actually learned a lot of them. And as Anil sir said, all the 9 are different, but then you can learn many things from most of them. The firmness, the personality development, the calmness, you have a lot of qualities in that batch. And apart from that also, the batch which I have come out from the Mumbai, the next batch, Vinod Session sir's batch, Milind sir's batch, Rohan Pandit sir. There are a lot of things which we can learn, and just I kept the approach of learning from anyone and everyone who is coming in my way of umpiring, and just wanted to learn, and they all were there to help me. So a request from me to all the young umpires who are currently doing, even I am young, I've just cleared my BCCI exam. That doesn't mean that I'm a senior, but then the MCA umpires who want to graduate to the BCCI, doesn't have to be only you become a BCCI umpire, you'll become a better umpire, but then from the local umpiring, you have a lot of opportunities to learn from the colleagues, and the entire senior of the MCA fraternity umpires. We do have a lot of mentors. You can tap into anyone and they are ready to help. Even still now, if I get a match from match with a junior, I try to learn what he is doing correctly. It doesn't necessarily has to come from a senior, because there are a lot of aspects in umpiring which you can learn. So just keep your mind open to learning, and maybe we can learn. And I just wanted to share one more thing related to Bandy sir. So in that first class, when he said that you have the potential, and then when I didn't clear that BCCA exam in 2018, I felt really bad that sir saw that potential and somehow I couldn't clear. And I messaged Bandy sir saying that sorry for not clearing it. I'll surely try if at all I get a chance, because that time the second chance was looking very bleak. But then the only one-liner I got from the Bandy sir, you have the potential, brother. So I was actually very very I'm not getting the words, but then I thought that if at all I get a chance, then I have to clear it for the Bandy sir. And then a year later, fortunately, I got the chance, and then I cleared it, and I felt very happy. And I ringed Bandy sir saying that, sir, it was only your belief through which it started, and then later on I started believing that I could clear it. So that was actually very touching moment for me. So that's it.
Yeah, the last man on this show, the last word, Ajit Datar, come on.
Oh, yeah. Very good warm up for the season, I'll say. Excellent warm up. So I just remembered the first time I did a long game with Vinod was at I think it was at DPZ, and we were fortunate to watch a fine innings by young Ajinkya Rahane. This was in 2000, 21 years back.
Kalpesh Kohli semi-final.
Very fine. He shepherded the tail, and I think they added around 120 to win that Kalpesh Kohli match. Is that right, Vinod?
Yes, that's absolutely right. Yes, of course I do remember.
And
a very
the
close
last
match.
time, yeah, very fine game, very fine. And Rahane, I remember, yeah. And you doing a very fine job at the other end. Very solid job. It was a very tough match, very tense game. I think it was a semi-final, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a semi-final. It was a very close game. They won by some few runs.
Yes, and you had done a very good job that time. And the last time we had the pleasure of doing was one day before Cyclone Hudhud.
Yes.
At Vizag. Yes,
at Vizag,
it was quite an experience. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yes. Wonderful, excellent session. And in fact, I was enjoying listening. I think most of mentoring is listening. Most answers to people's questions come about when they ask questions, they realize the answers themselves. I think it's very important just to listen. Most often you don't need to give any advice. So I'd like more people to talk. We are all part of one very special community.
Correct.
Only we can stand each other. Cricketers can't stand us. So we should be more among ourselves. We are not very, let me tell you one thing, we are not very liked and all by cricketers. They just tolerate us. That's it. We should have much more interaction among ourselves. See, it's not normal to want to umpire. It's something out of the ordinary. Nobody wants to umpire. Then money and all aside, but it's not a job. I mean, you do it for yourself. That's it. So it's very important that we get together and become a community, a real community. But nobody wants to include us in their cricketers and all. They don't want. They are very polite. They're extremely polite. They are very careful how they talk with us because they never know. One day you'll come up again with that finger of yours. Eh? So this is very good. I loved it. But more people should be in talking rather than just a picture postcard and just listening. That's all I request everyone. Just talk. Just talk. Right? We've had so many sessions, all of us old time umpires. We used to sit after the game and just talk. It's not as if everything leads to you becoming a better umpire or a human being, or a lot of it is just bullshit. But unless you get that community thing feeling within yourself, it doesn't work. You need that bond. You need to develop that bond. I'm going to conclude with just a couple of.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. So it's a great start. Absolutely a great start. But like you said, we don't want gray beard and gray haired guys talking. Like, I'll just tell you something. The other day, one guy from Bhatinda, one guy whom I was fortunate to teach, who still keeps in touch. He asked me apparently a very simple question on fielder going out and returning. And actually, it made me think, and it made me go back to the law book. It is very important that people ask. For our sake, please ask. Please ask. So we'll be inspired to go back to the law book and restudy everything. So I just have this thing, Vinod, very well done, excellent. Revived a lot of memories, and after a short while, we have got back together. Let's continue this way. And please ask questions, please participate. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ajit. That's what we've been saying. It's not for us. It is not for the highlighted guys, the balding guys to talk all the time. It is a younger group which needs to brainstorm us and try and pull out what you can from us. Try and pull out. May not be palatable at times, but then it is worth it. As I said, we've been fortunate to be in Mumbai. So many seniors, so many umpires, so many matches, so many people watching you doing matches. Through the next 4 more weeks, we will be on the subject of mentoring. Different speakers with related topics will be speaking. I expect to see you guys there. And as I pay my homage to the great teacher Vilas, I must also say, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the untimely death of Prashant Mohapatra, a BCCI match referee and a former Orissa captain. And I thought I must make a mention here because in his young days, he came and played cricket to learn and play cricket in Mumbai. From the stables of Acharekar to Rizvi College. He spent quite a few years with us here and he passed away very young. He was just 42. And he lost his brother the next day and his father a week before. So the whole male members of the family went off in a matter of 8 days. Nothing can be more sad and than this. Let's remember all of them who are not with us. And let's all try and be careful, follow the protocol, keep the distancing, follow clean habits, stay safe and healthy. Because not that we want to meet just in this sort of a Zoom session. We would like to meet on the field of play or a classroom, as and when we get a chance. Vinod, I must say, you put out a brilliant session. You set all the gray hairs thinking about the past. And that's something which is difficult to achieve. Because the gray hairs have nothing much left in the umpiring on the field of play. Yeah, but the love for the game is to give it back to the game somehow. And that brings about a lot of factors which help us to grow. To the younger lot, be ready with your questions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today. And hopefully, over the next 4 weeks, we will be able to cover all aspects of mentoring in a manner that it benefits all. It benefits all to achieve higher goals in life. Thank you. Stay safe and stay blessed, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.